And if you're really excited, raise your hand.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. We're rolling, y'all. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jessica Craig, and this is my amazed husband, Stephen. We're super excited to have all of you guys on here tonight. What we're doing is just going to share a little bit of information about keto and Prove It and why we love doing what we're doing. I'm not going to talk to you guys for 1,000 years just because we're going to let y'all hear from some other people besides me. I always talk too much. But I just want to give you guys like a little bitty tiny bit of my story. I found Prove It about 8 months ago, was introduced by a friend. She sent me the campfire video. So who's seen the campfire video? Raise your hand if you've seen it. Okay, if you have not seen it, as soon as you get off this Zoom, holler at whoever invited you and say, let me see that campfire video that girl was talking about. That campfire video alone is the reason that I'm here, the reason he's here, the reason that so many of these other people are here. Someone shared that campfire video with us. I watched it. I had heard, or I knew what ketosis was. Raise your hand if you do not know what ketosis is at all, or you did not know before you found Prove It. You did not know what ketosis was. Okay, so there's several. A lot of people have no clue, but I did because I did the Atkins diet back in the day, like when everybody else did. It's really, really hard to get into ketosis the nutritional way by eliminating carbs and sugar from your body. It works. Once you finally get there and make it through all the torture, and it was torture for me. Once you finally get there, you feel good. You don't crave crap as much as you used to, and you end up losing some weight. So that's the reason that a lot of people, will follow a low carb, high fat, ketogenic type diet, is to get into that state, to get into ketosis. But if you cheat, if you have a bad day, if you go to a birthday party or a wedding and you have a piece of cake, it's done. You're back into the land of sugar burners, just like everybody else, and you have to start all over to get your body back into ketosis. So personally for me, and I would say 90% of the people who have ever tried it, it's just not their jam. It's not something that, I felt like that I could stick with long term. And so I gave up. I ended up gaining all my weight back that I had lost, probably plus more. It just didn't work out for me. So, but I did know that it was great. I did know that ketosis was great. So when I watched that campfire video and saw that there was a pack of powder that you could mix into water and drink it, and it would get your body into ketosis, I was like, where can I get it? I can't type this in fast enough. Take all my money and give it to me right now. Like, I had to have it. So I got it, tried it. After about 6 days, I absolutely fell in love. I felt really, really good. I slept like a rock. I still sleep like a rock, y'all. If you have amazing sleep from keto, raise your hand. That is one of my favorite benefits. I have struggled with sleep forever and ever and ever. He lays down, starts snoring before his head hits the pillow, and I'm like, my wheels are turning. I can't sleep. I want to smother him with a pillow. It's real bad. But I'm serious. But since I started drinking keto, I lay down and I go to sleep like a normal person. It's weird. I have enough energy to make it through my day. We have a 10-month-old, a 6-year-old. Our lives are completely insane, and keto keeps me going, that's for sure. I have been able to lose 25 pounds. I don't crave carbs and sugar at all anymore. It's just really completely changed everything for me. So we decided we wanted to do this. We decided right away, let's do this. Let's jump in and be Prove It promoters. We were looking for something that could help our family. We were struggling financially, and y'all go in there, please. We were struggling financially, and I had actually been praying, like, please, God, send me something. Help me figure out what to do. Maddox, my little baby, was 2 months old, and we were on the verge of, me just having to go out and find another job and put my baby in daycare and, all the things that I just really didn't want to do. I was really upset all the time. I was actually pretty much depressed. So this fell into my lap, and I felt like that it was a sign. I felt like it was something that, I absolutely needed to give it a try. So I had no clue if it was going to be successful or not. Had no idea if anybody would want to even try it, much less actually, buy it or want to be promoters or, you know what I mean? Like I had no clue. So, me and some of my friends, we all started on the same day. We jumped in, we got that experience pack, and we'll go over that a little bit later. I was a nervous wreck, like I said, but that was 8 months ago, and our lives have been completely flipped. I'm talking, if you saw us 8 months ago and you saw the life that we were living, and then you see us now and you see the life that we have now, you wouldn't even believe it. You would not even believe it, y'all. If I told you, you would not believe it. You'd be like, you're lying. You are absolutely lying. My husband was able to quit his job, so he ran away, but he got to quit his job after about 6 months of being with Prove It. And so now we are both full-time provers from home. We live in New Hope, Alabama. I'm 31. I'm pretty sure he's 32. And our town, I can never remember how old we are. Our town is that big around. We have this teeny tiny little town, and we're just a couple of uneducated, regular old people. And we're just over here killing it. I mean, it's insane. So I tell people all the time, by uneducated, I mean we didn't go to college. We did graduate high school. So
We're from you.
And we're from New Hope. But but we're doing it, and we're excited, and we love sharing this with other people. Another thing that I had prayed for besides a financial blessing was for God to give me something that I could be passionate about, something that I could share with people and be able to help them change their lives in some way, form, or fashion, whether that be making them feel better, helping them lose some weight, or helping them build a business and help their families financially too. And it has been that plus so much more. I would do it all over every single day of the week. And I'm pretty sure that everybody on this Zoom right now who is currently, living it and doing it and are proving it would tell you the same thing. So anyway, I said I wasn't going to talk for 1,000 years, and I did.
And you did.
Every single time. Every single time. I cannot tell my story shortly. But we have a few people who are going to share with us. So, Misty, are you on here? I see you. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to unmute you. So you're unmuted, Misty. Misty is amazing. She's going to share with you guys a little bit about her story. So go right ahead, Misty.
Hi, guys. I am actually in North Carolina, and I just happened to see a girl's post. A girl friended me, and I didn't know who she was. So I looked at her profile and checked her out to see, what all she was about or whatever. And I started seeing her post. So I talked, and when I heard that this was ground level, I jumped right in, and I went fast. Everybody and anybody I knew. And things started going. My husband, he thought I was crazy. He was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "This is not going to work." But whenever he saw the money start in, he was all about it. But I was kind of like, you with the financial thing. I mean, I do hair, and I do very well. I'm blessed. But I'm week to week. I live week to week, and I have way too many bills. So I wanted to get out of living week to week. I wanted to be able to pay my bills, but still have money, not have to worry about the weekend and, whether or not we could go out and have fun. So I started making money, and yeah, it's just been great. And I just had the extra that I've needed. And like on the flip side, what it's done for me is like, I've always been addicted to Diet Sundrop. That was my thing. My drug of choice was Diet Sundrop. And I really wasn't even trying to stop drinking them, but I did. And I don't drink them anymore. I don't even have an urge for them. And I've noticed a lot of times whenever I eat, it's crazy because stuff that I used to love, it doesn't even taste good anymore. I don't even want it. So that has really been awesome, and not having to like crave stuff or really try to stay away from it. What else would you like to know?
Tell us a little bit about, how awesome you're doing in the business. I know you said you're going really fast and sharing it with everybody, but how's it going? Like how easy has this been for you?
It's actually been very easy. Most everybody is looking for something to help them, whether it be nutritionally or whether it be financially or some aspect along the way, somebody's looking for something. And I just talk to people and tell everybody I'm in a great business, yes, to do something like this because I have clientele, but it's just an easy conversation to start. Even I talk to people outside of my clients. It's just really easy. And the faster you go, the better it is. Like I have a girl under me and she is rocking it just as hard as I was rocking. And I mean, the faster the better. And it's so easy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Misty. I hope you have the best vacation ever, and I appreciate you taking time out of your vacay to hop on here and just share with people. We're so stinking excited for you.
Thank you. And I'm still working it, even though I'm down here at the beach. I've already got a guy on here tonight. He's about to sign up tonight as a promoter. So don't think just because I'm on vacation, I'm not working.
Well, how cool is that, though, that you can be on vacation and make income? You know what I mean? Most jobs that I've ever had, and probably all of you guys, when you're on vacation, you don't work, but you also don't get paid. You know what I mean? Unless you have, built-in vacation time or whatever. But with Prove It, we literally work our business from anywhere we want, anywhere. And it's unreal. I don't know how many of you guys have ever been in community marketing type businesses before, but I would never want to do anything else. But Prove It, it's a whole nother level. No matter what you've ever done, it's not been like this. I promise you that. I've done several things in the past, and I've never found anything that has just felt more right for me. I don't know how to explain it, but okay. So moving on, Shauna. I see you, girl. Let me get you unmuted. Okay, so Shauna, you are unmuted. Go ahead and tell everybody how amazing you are.
Well, thank you for saying that first. So, hi, my name is Shauna Reinhardt, and I'm 52 years old. I live in Crawfordsville, Arkansas. I have 5 children. My children are 29, 24, 15, 13, and 11. And I had given up Facebook for Lent. And when I got back on Facebook on April the 16th, I saw my friend Hope on Facebook. Hope and I have known for about 25 years. And I had not seen Hope personally in about 10 years. And I saw her on Facebook, and she was talking about, do you need energy? Do you need focus? Do you need a better mood? So I called her and I said, what in the world have you gotten into? So in addition to my 5 children, I manage 2 hotels. I do marketing for True Value hardware store. My husband and I own S&S Diversified, and I also dabble with Pampered Chef. So not that I needed to add anything to my plate, but I was just curious to what Hope had found with energy and focus. I needed that. So she had told me about the product and that it was amazing. And so I ordered the product, just took her word for it. I trusted her wholehearted. I ordered the product. I couldn't wait for it to get in. So we talked every day after that. And I kept telling her I couldn't wait for it to come. I remember the day it came. It came on April the 24th. And I began drinking the product on April the 24th. And on April the 26th, something really crazy happened. I had an injury about 1.5 years ago and pulled every muscle in my left arm. And just before I found the product, I remember laying in bed one night and crying and praying to God to please take the pain out of my arm, that the pain was just unbearable. So I began drinking the product on the 24th. On the 26th, the pain in my arm went away. Just, it's gone. So I was like, holy cow, that's kind of crazy. So I just began sharing my story and sharing the product with my mom, and we went to Las Vegas, and my mother walked with me in Vegas. We walked for miles and miles and miles and just never got tired, and we had ridiculous energy, and she's 75 years old, and my mother went back to Florida, and I came back to Arkansas, and when my mom got back to Florida, she signed up to be a promoter. She said, this stuff's great. I want to start promoting. I couldn't believe it. So my mom started promoting, and then every single person that I would share the product with and introduce the product to them, I currently, just 2.5 months in, I've got 24 customers that have purchased from me on the site, and I have 13 promoters. I hope I've got several promoters potentials on the call tonight that I've piqued an interest in them somehow. I just got back from Dallas, where I was blown away by the community there, and Brian Underwood is a genius, FYI. If you don't follow him or on Instagram or on Facebook or something, he is very motivational. And checking out the Prove It Facebook page, I've really learned to be connected to the huddle and going on the huddle in the morning at 11. I really get a lot out of it. At first, when I joined, I didn't think that I was getting anything out of it. I thought, well, I already heard this. I already heard that. But it makes sense now. It really does make sense. And when you get it, you get it. When it clicks, it clicks. And so I'm totally inspired and totally motivated by the product, by the community, by the people that I'm associated with. And I've never felt better in my life. I really do feel better. And it doesn't matter what the product necessarily is. If you have motivation and fire and drive, you will do well. If you believe in something and if you have a deep faith and a deep belief in something, no matter what it is, you will do well. And so I have a very deep belief and faith in this product and this community and their vision and their mission. And so if you feel that way, and if you have a burning fire, it really will be hard to put that fire out. People will want what you have. They'll see how contagious you are and want to be a part or have what you have. And so I try to convey that to people that I meet. It was easy to practice with family because they knew they know you. They know what you go through. They know your life. So your family, those are the ones that are easier to notice the change in you. They can see your motivation. They see the change in you. Sometimes when I talk to people, specifically my sister, I don't know if she's on the call tonight. She's a promoter now. But if my sister's on the call tonight, that was the one thing that she noticed after I started drinking the product was, you pay attention now more often when you're in a phone conversation. Before, in a conversation on the phone with my sister, I was so distracted that my words were, yep, like I didn't pay attention to what she was saying. Sorry, sis. But now it seems like I'm more focused and I pay attention to what's going on around me. And that's one of the big things. I mean, day one, I really did notice that my focus was, I can't explain it. It is a God thing. He has touched me so deep that I'm so excited that I trusted my friend wholehearted. And yay, I'm so glad to have met the people that I met in Dallas. Huddle sure did bring on a new meaning to me when you huddle till 2:00 in the morning and not even be tired because you weren't even tired about talking. Everybody was everybody felt the same. Everybody was passionate. And so that was very exciting to have that camaraderie between the people, and everybody was exactly the same. They all got it. They all felt the same. And that was great. So thanks for asking me to talk.
You're welcome, Shawnee. You're talking about being contagious and people wanting what you have. You're
I
definitely.
can't hear you.
Oh, am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me? Okay. So you're definitely contagious. Whatever you've got, I want it, Shauna. I'm quitting and signing back up under you. Okay.
That's so sweet.
Thanks.
And bring all your people with you when you come.
Okay, deal. Okay, so we've got one more guest. We're going to let him share his story. This is one of my best friends in the entire world, and he has changed so much, y'all. I mean, I'm going to let him share with you guys, but, I talk about how much this has changed my husband and I and just our lives and everything, but this has actually changed him. Like, I've seen it. You know what I mean? I've actually seen him change right before my eyes, and it brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it. Oh, okay. I love you, John. I'm going to unmute you. You go ahead and spill your guts, boo.
Okay. Love you too. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I really don't even know where to begin. I'm sitting here listening to each and one of you talk, and I've got tears in my eyes now because just thinking of where we came from, like Jessica said, 8 months ago to where we're at now, it's unreal. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, I'm from New Hope too. I did graduate college, but just it's been a huge blessing to our family that I can't even begin to imagine what life would be without Prove It now. I really can't. I can't even have Sierra on my same screen right now because I would be bawling. But a little bit about my story. 8 months ago, we decided to take this journey with Jessica and Steven and a couple of other people. And I still work a full-time job. I support the Army in a lot of different things, but Sierra came to me and she was like, hey, we're doing this no matter what. We need change in our life. You know, we're those people that we lived paycheck to paycheck. I mean, we didn't have a savings account. We had credit cards, 3 or 4 of them, you know, getting to be maxed out. Sierra had to do another business opportunity to try to pay our bills. I mean, we struggled financially. I mean, we really did. And we decided, hey, go for it. I mean, what can we lose, you know? And wow, has it blessed us. But my first event was Utah, Salt Lake City. So I was the guy I was sitting in the back seat. You know, I was listening to Jessica and Steven and Sierra and Ashley and all them. They're going to these events, having these Zooms, having these huddles. And, you know, I'm sitting in the back looking like, hey, that looks fun. But, you know, I wasn't invested in it. You know, I was there to support Sierra, but I wasn't there like I should be. And I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from that. But Sierra, you know, asked me, you know, hey, if we can get a babysitter, will you go to Utah with me? And, you know, you have to experience these events. And I said, of course I will. I'll support you. So I flew out to Utah with her thinking, you know, hey, we'll go out there and have a vacation, have fun, get to see some friends. And wow, was I blown away. If you haven't got an opportunity to go to an event, you can ask everyone that went to Dallas last weekend. It will change your life. If you haven't met Brian Underwood, or you hadn't met Michael Rutherford or some of the other leaders, they put a belief in you that you would never believe yourself. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. You know, they make you be a better person, okay? And that's truly coming from my heart because I'm not a direct sales guy. I'm not a community marketer. You know, I don't like going up to people and talking to people. I don't like being I have a fear of rejection. But I'm overcoming that. You know, a while ago I went to Walmart. I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas right now, and I went to Walmart. And, you know, Brian's big about Underwood. He's big about being grateful for the things you have and showing gratitude. And each and every one of us are grateful for something, you know, right? So I was walking out of Walmart a while ago, and I was wearing my Prove It gear, what I got on now. And, you know, I think about stuff when I'm wearing my Prove It gear, and that's another story. But I walked out, and a guy walked up to me, and he said, sir, do you have any money? And I was quick, you know, I've been working all day, and I was quick to say, no, thank you. I don't have time for that. And as I was walking to my car, I literally thought, what are you doing? You know, you need to show gratitude in every aspect of your life, you know. So I got in my car, my rental car. I drove back up and found the guy, jumped out of my car and said, sir, I apologize. I said, I shouldn't have acted that way. You know, I'm grateful for the blessings that I have in my life. And I gave the guy $20, and literally what did he do? He hugged me and cried. And I'm about to cry now thinking about it because, you know, Prove It instilled that into me. You know, at the end of every one of our events, we show gratitude to the people that, you know, are there, and we give the workers, you know, in a metaphorically way, you know, money for the jobs that they do to help set up those events. And, you know, that was instilled in me through Prove It, and I'm grateful for that. But as far as the business aspect of it, you know, if you're not a promoter right now, think about this. I always think about when Apple computers come out, or Google, or Amazon, or eBay. You know, you always think in the back of your mind, man, I'd love to have been in that when it first started. I would have loved to bought a share of that, or been a part of that business when it first began. But guys, what's in front of you now is that opportunity. It really is. It really is. You know, Dr. Jacob Wilson was on stage in Dallas, and he said, everyone's following us, but we're following the future. and that's the truth. So I don't know if you can see how excited I am about Prove It, but tonight we had a bunch of coworkers go to dinner, and they were going at 7 o'clock, and I said, I can't. I got to get on this Zoom call. It's more important to me to be on this Zoom than it is to spend time with you. And it truly is. If you don't chase success on your own, it's not going to come to you. Leaving you with that, I'm blessed at where we're at. I'm blessed for each and every one of you. I was blessed that I had the opportunity to lead a little huddle up after the event in Dallas. We had about 20 people in the room and sitting there talking and hugging and crying and sharing stories. And it's truly a community that helps me. And it helps me build my business to feed off of that energy from our community that Prove It has given us. It's just one big family. And I thank each and every one of you. And I love you, Sierra. I miss you. I can't be on your screen. I'll be home in 3 weeks. But I hope I have the opportunity one day to be where Jessica and Stephen is and not have to work. But, work alongside Sierra and our Prove It business. It won't be long. It won't be long. So. But anyway.
Okay, now I'm quitting. I'm quitting with Shauna, and I'm signing up under John.
And Casey, I think, Casey, were you the one that sent the video in the MVP thread, or was it a champ thread, or one of the threads, the million threads we got? I watched that today, and I literally about ran through a brick wall. I really did. I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to go run through a brick wall. So, but thank you for doing that. I did watch that video.
Thank you, John, so much. If y'all aren't fired up and ready to do this, something is literally wrong with you, is all I can say. So one more thing before we talk about the actual, get down to the nitty gritty of being a promoter, but I just want to say, if you're looking for something, this is it. I don't know what it is that you have been searching for, but I can tell you right now, the reason that you're on this Zoom is because this has been put in your path. And God has given you the opportunity to be a part of something that will absolutely change everything for you. And I believe that. I have cold chills all over my body. I have tears in my eyes, and my heart is beating fast because I truly believe that this opportunity is for you guys that are on this Zoom right now who are not already with us. And obviously the ones who are already with us, this is for you. But I'm just super, super blessed and thankful, and I'm really emotional right now because you know what I'm saying. But I'm going to go ahead and let Ashley give all of you guys some information about, what it actually takes to become a Prove It promoter. All of y'all are probably like, okay, I'm ready to go. What do I do now? And so she's going to tell you what to do. So Ashley, you are unmuted, so go on, Bobo.
Hey, y'all. If you're not excited, call 911 right now, because something's wrong with you and you could be dying. I'm not for sure. But seriously, I crown every one of these Zooms because you get to hear from the people that are doing this. You get to hear from the people that started with nothing in their pocket and they needed a change for their family and for their future. And they've done that, and you get to hear these real stories of people that you really get to connect with. It's not just someone that, you're never going to meet, or someone that they have an insane amount of success and they didn't have to work for it. These are the people that get out there every single day and have a great reason behind them that's pushing them to do this. So we would love to have you on our team. However you can get in, we want you to get in. But it only takes $37. And $37 is an annual fee that covers 4 amazing websites. You get an app on your phone, which updates you with everything in your business. So all the exciting things, anytime anyone orders from you or something exciting is going on in Prove It, you get an update for that. You get all of our help. We have an amazing group page on Facebook where we connect you with everyone on our team. Everybody is so supportive and encouraging. We help you every step of the way. We give you all the tools and resources that you need to be successful. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, how old you are, what you've done in the past, what jobs you have or haven't had. None of that matters. Like, you can be successful here. I knew nothing about ketosis. All I knew was this was a drink that I drank and I felt good, and that's all that mattered to me, right? It doesn't matter. Like, you just have to want to change your life for yourself and for your family, and you can be successful. So like I said, you can start with just $37, and that covers everything you need to just get started. Of course, we do recommend that you start with some product, and we do have awesome promoter packages that you can start with. We have the one that we recommend to everyone, and this is the reason why we recommend it, because you get 40 5-day experiences that you share with people. Of course, they pay you for those, so you get reimbursed. But we have 40, so you're going to reach 40 new customers, potential promoters. You're going to get your name out there. People are going to get to try it. They're going to be talking about it. It's going to start your business off really strong. You also get double commission for your first 30 days. So for your first full month, you get double pay. So as an example, if you were going to get $500, you would get $1,000 instead. So it's been really big money for a lot of people on our team. It was for myself. It was for Jessica. It was for John. I'm sure it was for Shauna. So it could really be a great start for you just getting started, with your business. And like I said, it doesn't matter, what you've done, where you've been. We will help you share those 5-day experiences. We will help you reach people. We will help you connect with people. You don't have to know all their questions. We're here to help you do that. You don't have to start with the experience pack. If you are 100% like, I cannot get started, that's okay. We can help you figure it out. The experience pack is $928. So go ahead and pass out and then come back up and let's talk about it, right? I didn't have that money. Jessica didn't have that money. John and Sierra didn't have that money. Steven didn't have that money. Shauna didn't have that money, I'm positive. But you know what we had? We had a desire to change our future and our family's future. And we knew we loved keto. We did not realize how important keto was for people and how badly people needed it, but we knew that it was amazing and it was going to do something amazing for us. So we didn't have the money, but we figured it out. We took pre-orders or we did a credit card and we ordered the experience pack and we've never looked back. It's been one of the best decisions, if not the best decision of my entire life. In 8 months, it's completely changed everything for me and my family. And I know most people on this Zoom too. So if you think I can't do that, like I don't have that, that's okay. You can get started with a smaller package. You can get started for $37. But if you think you want to go crazy, you want to reach as many people as you can immediately, you want that double commission, you want to get really wild, you want to have a story that's, very similar to someone else's on the Zoom, like get with us, get with the person that invited you tonight and let's help you figure it out. But I know you can make this possible. I know you can make this successful for yourself and for your family. If you have that desire to change, we can do this. But Jessica said this, everyone on the Zoom has said this. If you're on here tonight, there's a reason why. Like it's not a coincidence. Like you need this. You don't think you need this like you do, but I promise you do. We literally prayed for this to happen. And guess what? It happened. Like it literally happened and it can happen for you. So if you guys have any questions, we're going to open it up. You can put them in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask us, but we are on your side. We're on your team and we just want to help you get started. Anything?
No dumb questions, y'all.
It can all be dumb. I had a bunch of dumb ones when I started.
You still do, boo.
Why is she on here?
Hey, y'all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so question is, I started like 5 days ago, and I'm so stoked. I've been researching left and right, like literally out my ears. I cannot get enough information, but I'm having so much like negative feedback from all these people. Like they just want to challenge me on everything, which is fine. That's what made me research to begin with. But like I hear all these testimonies like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like I got it done so fast. Like I have so many customers. Like we don't do that.
Hey, I'm sorry, we can't hear you. If you don't mind, if you want to just private message one of us after the Zoom, and we can chat a little bit more. But your phone's breaking up really bad, and we can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I've been having like people just literally fight me on it, and I'm not trying to like.
I'm sorry. If you don't care, just message us. I'm super sorry we can't hear you.
Okay, that's fine. I will message you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions about, anything?
Getting started, what it takes, if you're worried about anything, everyone else has already said this too, but I'm literally from the smallest town in the entire universe. Like this is the first time in 8 months I've had internet service to use Zoom on a computer. So that tells you how small my town is.
There's not even
If,
have indoor plumbing, y'all, for real.
so rude. I literally hate her. So if I can do this and be successful and put up with Jessica Craig, I promise you that all y'all can do this too. Like, there's literally nothing that you can say that's going to make me say, oh, yeah, it's not for you. Can't do it. You can do it. You can be super successful and you can be amazing here. I promise.
And whether, one more thing, and actually you may have said this and I didn't hear it, but whatever it is that you're wanting from this, maybe you just want to earn your product for free. We can help you do that. Maybe you just want a few extra $100 a month, or, you know, to pay off a credit card bill, save up for vacation, pay for your kids back to school stuff. I mean, life is expensive. I know we have different reasons that we need money, or maybe you're really, you know, wanting to change your family's financial situation altogether and get out of your regular 9 to 5 and spend more time with your family and have financial freedom and be able to, you know, get completely debt free and do anything you want to do. Like, whatever it is, it's all possible here, and we will hold your hand every step of the way and help you 100% do anything you want to do. So we won't keep you guys any longer if you don't have any more questions. Here in about 5 minutes, we've got a company call. It's going to be from the CEO, Brian Underwood, and they're going to talk about what's actually going on Improve It in our company. So it's a great call for you guys to hop on if you want a little bit more information and you want to hear it from some people other than us. So just get with whoever invited you to the call, and they can get you the number to dial into that. It starts at 8:15 Central Time. So like I said, here in about 5 minutes. But we just appreciate you guys so much for hopping on, and we hope to see you on our team like here in the next 5 minutes. So love you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.